Hello everyone and welcome to our English class. Hope you are enjoying in our English class. Today in this video we are going to start the sixth lesson from our Moments book, and the lesson is Weathering the Storm in Irsama, written by Harsh Mandar. And before we begin with our lesson, let's know something about the author. Harsh Mandar formerly worked in the Indian Administrative Service, and he is an activist who works with survivors of mass violence and hunger, as well as homeless people and street children. So children, first I will give you a small introduction to the lesson and then we will move on to the story. The lesson is based on the real life situation, and the story is about a boy named Prashant and his encounter with the super cyclone. Prashant goes to meet his friend who lives 18 kilometers away from his home. A terrible cyclone floods the area, and Prashant and his friend's family have to stay at the rooftop for 2 days to save their lives. He manages to reach his village with great difficulty and is happy to see his family safe. He becomes the leader of his village and forms a team of volunteers which help him in getting food for the victims and cleaning the overcrowded shelter. So this was a small introduction, and now we will read the lesson. So on 27th October in the year 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, a boy named Prashant had gone to block the headquarters. Means he went to Irsama. Irsama is the name of a place, a small town which is located in coastal Orissa, and it is 18 kilometers from his own village, and he went there to spend the day with one of his friends. In the evening, what happened? A dark and menacing, means a very terrible storm quickly gathered, and winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury, means anger. With anger, the wind was blowing very strongly, and a storm came over there that Prashant had never witnessed before, and Prashant has never seen that kind of a storm in his life. Heavy and incensed. Incensed means continuous rain filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted. Ancient means old trees were also uprooted, means pulled out from their roots from the ground and crashed to the earth. Everything, this storm was destroying everything, the houses, the trees, and everything in the village. And screams means people were screaming. The air was filled with the scream of people when they saw the storm, and the houses were swiftly washed away. Means quickly the houses were also washed away in the water because the rain was continuously falling. The angry water swelled into his friend's house, and his friend's house was also filled with water till neck deep. Now they are giving us the height, how much water was there. The building was of brick and mortar. Mortar is a cement mixture of cement and iron, and the house was made of mortar and was strong enough to survive the devastation. Devastation means destruction of the wind's velocity. Now here the speed of the wind is given so strongly, the winds were blowing, the rain was falling continuously, and the storm was very rage. But the cold terror of the family grew with the crashing of trees that had got uprooted. And now the trees were, you must have seen the scene when a storm comes or heavy rain comes. Sometimes the trees are also uprooted from the ground. And some trees were falling on their houses also. Sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. Now in the middle of the night, the rain was falling continuously, and everything was damaged. Even the roof of the houses and walls were also falling. The crazed destruction wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours. Means for next 36 hours the storm was continuously going on. Although wind speeds had reduced somewhat by the next morning, but the rain was going on, but wind speed was slowed down till the next morning. To escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. Now, Prashant and his friend's family went on the roof of the house because the house was fully filled with water. So they went on the roof to take shelter. And Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse. Glimpse means he looked at the destruction brought by a very super cyclone in the grey light of the early morning. When he looked around the village, he found everything was destroyed in the village, and Prashant says he will never forget the shock. A raging, deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eye could see. He said, wherever, as far as his eye could see in the village, he found only water. The whole village was covered with water, and it was a very horrible scene. Only fractured cement houses still stood in few places, and what he saw, only some broken houses, cement houses which were broken, stood there in the village. And bloated animals' carcasses. Carcasses means the dead bodies of animals were floating on the water. And human corpses. Human corpses means the dead bodies of people were also floating in that water in every direction. All around, even huge old trees had fallen. All the big trees, huge trees also fell down. And two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. On whose house? On Prashant and his friend's house. Two coconut trees have fallen. But this was a blessing in disguise. That means in this problematic situation, it was like a blessing when those two trees have fallen down on their roof, because they could survive by the help of the coconuts. The tender coconuts from the trees kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. They could survive by eating those coconuts. For the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his friend's family in the open on the rooftop. They froze in the cold and incensed rain, and the rainwater washed away Prashant's tears. Now, Prashant was very much worried about his family also. Sitting on the rooftop, he was thinking about his family. He was worrying about his family. And 2 days, for the next 2 days, they sat, huddle means close to each other, with his friend's family on the open rooftop. And Prashant was crying also. The only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family has survived the fury of the super cyclone. He was thinking whether his family is alive or not. So he was worrying about his family. Was he to be buried? Once again, he was thinking that maybe his family members are dead. 2 days later, which seemed to Prashant like 2 years, the rain ceased. 2 days seemed to be like 2 years, and Prashant was waiting when this rain will stop. And the rainwater slowly began to recede, means to stop. Prashant was determined to seek out his family without further delay. Now Prashant took the decision to go and search for his family without wasting time. But the situation was still dangerous, and his friend's family pleaded. Pleaded means requested Prashant to stay back because still the condition was dangerous. But because Prashant was worried about his family, so he wanted to go and search for his family. Is his family still alive? So they requested Prashant to stay back a little while longer, but Prashant knew he had to go because he has decided to go and search his family. He equipped himself with a long sturdy stick and then started on his 18-kilometer expedition back to his village through the swollen floodwaters. Here, swollen floodwaters means the village was fully filled with water, so he has to move through that water. So he took a long strong stick, and he had to cover 18 kilometers through that water. It was a journey he would never forget. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road to determine. Now he was taking the help of that stick to know the road, where is the road, and then he could locate the road and move further. Where the water was most shallow, he was searching where there is less water is less shallow, that way he can walk. At places it was waist deep. At some places the water was till his waist and progress was slow, so he couldn't move fast. At several points he lost the road, and at some places he had to swim. After some distance, he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to the village. In the way, he found two people, two friends of his uncle, and they decided to move together. As they waded through the waters, when they were moving through the waters, the scenes they witnessed grew more and more horrible. Macbear means horrible. They had to push away. Why horrible? Because they saw so many dead bodies of animals, dead bodies of the people. So they have to push away many human bodies, men, women, children, and carcasses of dogs, goats, and cattle. That the current means flow of water, swept against them, and they moved ahead. So they were moving all the dead bodies of people as well as animals and moving further. So it was a very horrible scene. In every village that they passed, they could barely see a house standing. Prashant now wept out loud and long. Seeing the atmosphere, he was crying now. Who was crying? Prashant. He was sure that his family could not have survived this catastrophe, this tragedy, this natural tragedy. So he was thinking in his mind, maybe his family is alive or not. So he was crying for his family. Eventually, Prashant reached his village Kalikuda. The name of Prashant village was Kalikuda. It was 18 kilometers far from Irsama. His heart went cold, means he was shocked when he saw the place where their home once stood. So their house was not there on that place. Only the remnants of its roof. Remnants means the remaining broken things of the roof were there, and their house was not there. Some of their belongings were caught, mangled and twisted, bent and broken in the branches of trees. His things of houses were found, some were bent and broken, and they were found on the branches of trees, just visible above the dark waters. Young Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family. Now, Red Cross Society helps the poor and the needy people, and who are the cyclone stricken, or they are stricken by any other natural calamity. So, Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross Society to take shelter and also look for his family. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother. The first person he met was his maternal, means his mother's grandmother, and she was very weak with hunger. But as Prashant saw her, that his maternal grandmother ran to him, her hands outstretched, spreading her hands to Prashant, and she ran towards Prashant, and her eyes brimming. Brimming means filled with tears. It was a miracle. They had long given him up for dead because they thought that Prashant also died in that cyclone. Quickly, word spread and his extended family gathered around him. When this message went around, his family, Prashant family, came around him and hugged him tight in relief because they found Prashant. So Prashant anxiously scanned the motley battle group, his brother and sister. He collected his whole family, his brother, sister, his uncles, aunts. They all seemed to be there. So children, today in this video we will study till here, and the remaining part of the chapter we will study in our next video. Thank you.